Alright, here we're going to watch Emmy's breaststroke above the water. More specifically, kind of see what her turn looks like above the water after you've watched it underwater. Okay, so we kind of go back a little bit here. First, as we start our breaststroke here, you can see your hands are pointed out. That head starts to come up. That's a good early breath. And then your hands start to drive down. Don't do so much of tucking of your chin. You want to try and keep that spine in line. So as you can see right here, your eyes are looking down. If you keep your head in that position as you drive forward, that's going to be a lot better. But what you do here is you throw that head down even more. You drive that chin down even more. Let's not let your head fall down. Let it just ride down with your shoulders. Okay, so try to keep that head and that neck a little bit more still. As we go into your turn, good job of extending the wall. As you're touching the wall here, you can see that your feet are all the way fully finished. So that's a perfect job of hitting that wall right in stride. That looks great. As you go in the wall, you can start to see that you're lifting your back out of the water. You're lifting your head, and you're kind of looking over here to the left. You're going to bring your left arm off the wall, which means you should be looking at your right hand, which is right here. You don't want those elbows quite so bent and close to the wall. You want to keep your arms a little more straight as you touch that wall. And again, you can see right now you're looking down instead of at your hand. We want your eyes looking at your hand. So where your back is here, you want your back more here. And where your feet are pointing this way, it's a lot of lines I know, we want your feet more pointed this way towards that block. Okay, so again, you want to try and think where your legs are back here. Where your legs are back here, you want those legs coming straight at that wall, straight underneath your body. When you're swimming the stroke, any stroke, there's a wake that comes behind you. And you want that wake to push you into that wall. When you go outside of that wake and you swing your legs out to your side, you create more resistance and more drag. Again, as you're coming off the wall, your hand position is correct. So if your eyes have been watching your hand, you'd have been sliding right behind your ear, that would have been such a good way to get into a nice tight streamline. Again, you can see that your knees are pointed that direction. And you can kind of see you got 1 foot here and 1 foot here. Okay, so those feet are pretty good, but your knees are pointed the wrong direction. So just work on getting those knees up a little bit better. As you push off the wall, that looks like a better streamline than what we saw earlier. Okay, so make sure you keep it a little bit tighter. You can kind of see the blueness right in here, right? So try to get rid of that blueness. You want to try to make as little area as possible. As you go off to your pull, you can see that you're starting your underwater pull pretty quick. Okay, right about here is where the flags are. We want to try and be able to get out to those flags, so it's a 3-second glide. So don't rush to get into your pull. Okay, it's not the faster you get into your pull, the faster your underwater pull out is. You actually want to hold that streamline just a little bit longer. And then you can kind of see how you rush to get up. I mean, you're barely about a half a body length past those flags. So really work on extending that underwater pull out better. Okay, Emmy? Great job.